Greetings, my fellow nerds. Welcome back to The Last Nerds on Earth presents Prison Break, Part 1. I'm John, filling in for Jack, who failed to consider that newborn infants are exhausting to take care of. In this episode, our friends will be taking a break from their normal personas to explore an exciting new story full of heartbreak and treachery. But no spoilers. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this week's special episode. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Last Nerds on Earth podcast, starring me, your kind and amazing substitute DM, John, also known as Cube Master. Fortunately, our lovely kind of benevolent DM is out due to some sort of unknown issue. Could be flesh-eating parasite, could be a child. What's the difference? But anyway, this week I've got a really nice little one-shot in store for our lovely players here. Say hello, guys.
Hello.
Hey, what's
Hello.
going on?
So, all of these fine folks over here have been given a somewhat pre-generated character by myself in order to help this one-shot flow along a little bit more smoothly. So, do you guys want to take turns and introduce, who your character is, however much of their backstory you want to go into? All up to you.
Let's do it.
Carly, or Mandra, let's start with you. Sorry, I'm still...
Also known as Carly.
Start with Mandra.
Okay, my character is a whopping level 10 barbarian half-orc named Crunk. And I'm pretty excited. He's gonna tear some heads off, literally.
We'll see how true that turns out to be. All right, and how about our lovely Ooj?
Oh, lovely. That just makes me feel so special. I am Mike. I normally play Oliver Blackthorn, but this week I am playing Kelzu, the gnome wizard, and this is the first spellcaster I've ever played, so we'll see how that works out.
There we go. Looks like I did my job then, giving you something hard.
Yeah, you sure did. I'm still
All right.
messing with it.
That's all right. This is going to be one big improv session. I can already tell. And then finally, we turn to our fantastic, beautiful, gorgeous Skystar.
Hi, I'm Skystar. I'm playing the level 10 rogue, Kyle. Good old Kyle. And Kyle owes some bad people a lot of money. So he's agreed to do a job for them. Well, agreed is a strong word.
Fantastic. So, a little bit of exposition that some of you guys might know, but for a little bit of our audience, we are set right now in a land which I forgot to give a name. Let's call it Zemlia. We're in the land of Zemlia, and in Zemlia, there's been for many, many years a terrible conflict between two warring factions. These factions are called the Red Fang Legion and the Imperial Guard. These factions have been at war for, so many years. Most of our characters here were born well into the conflict and kind of grew up in it. So they may each have their own opinions thereof. I don't know what those are. That's up to them. But, the basics starting, all of our characters have some way or another found their way into the biggest prison that the Imperial Guard has to offer, where they keep all of the really bad apples of their enemy, the Red Fang Legion. So we're gonna start by taking a dive into this secretive prison here, and we're gonna start with a little bit of exposition for our wonderful Crunk the Barbarian. So Crunk, you with us?
I am.
All right. So where you start, you are in relatively small room, simple room, large table right in the center, few chairs. Right in the corner of the room, you see several cots, and obviously, forgot to mention you've been brought in. Actually, tell me, why are you here?
I am a prison guard for the Imperial Guard, and I've been there for a couple months.
Right. So you're in the normal guard room, right? A bunch of cots in the corner, one of which is yours. You guys all live on the premises to make it more secure. At the table, you see two dark elves of identical appearance who you haven't really met before. You've been kind of in a different section. This is one of your first times being in this wing of the prison. So you meet two dark elves sitting at a table, and they're handing playing cards to each other in a seemingly random fashion. In the corner, you see a small balding halfling man sweeping the floor with a tiny broom and grumbling to himself. That's where you start. So,
All right, I walk over to the dark elves. Uh, hey guys, I haven't met you yet.
oi, uh, would you like to?
Maybe. I'm Crunk.
Well, you turn to one of them. They look completely identical. You see, one of them turns to you and says, "Well, howdy. I'm Melthic, and this is my brother Keltham. We're twins. We're twins. I didn't know if you could tell that.
Yeah, it's pretty apparent.
Ah, well, our mother says we look different as night and day, although we don't usually see the day, so we don't know exactly what that means, but we trust her.
Uh,
Anyhow."
how long you been here?
How long we've been here? Ah, and you see the other one, the one that identified himself as Melthic turns to the other one and says, "How long has it been? Maybe 3 weeks? No, no, it's been 3 years. No, no, it can't have been that long." And you see they kind of like grumble between themselves and start debating exactly how long it's been. They completely lost interest in you.
Hello, is it was it 3 years or 3 weeks?
It's been a long time. You see one of them
Ah,
say.
one of those. Yeah, yeah, I've been in that situation.
Well, you've been here a while. You lose track of time down here, and we haven't been outside of this place in forever. But it's a job.
Yeah, nothing seems to really happen. I've been here a few months. No real action. Do we get
Well,
action?
well, that's the goal. If you're in a prison, kind of, if you're having action, that generally means that means bad things. So let's try to avoid that, huh?
Yeah, I'm a bit of a warrior, so I jump into trouble a little too quickly.
Big tough guy, huh? You think you're strong?
Yeah, I'm pretty strong.
And you notice these two guys, when they're standing, they're maybe 2 feet shorter than you. They're not of big stature, but they say, "All right, tough guy. If you think you're so strong, why don't you go head down to the pit and see if you can last 5 minutes, just in the same room with him."
Who is he?
Oh, you haven't had the pleasure. Well, we're not too fond of him ourselves, and you see they're kind of like starting to get a little bit nervous just thinking about it. Well, uh, I don't know exactly who he is. We haven't actually gone down there much, but they say he was one of the most feared members of the Red Fang Legion. Supposedly, killed thousands upon thousands of the Imperial Guard, us, and that's frankly a terrifying thought. You turn to the other one, he's like, "Yeah, we don't go down there. But if you think you're so tough, why don't you try your hand? See, maybe he's friendly."
Well, I've talked to a lot of the Red Fang. They tried to recruit me before, but I couldn't go for it. They just attack without purpose.
Too smart for them. I like that. Well, if you're not gonna do that, then get lost. We're playing a game here.
Oh, you're taking me down there. I'm gonna talk to him.
We're not taking you anywhere. You should know where it is.
All right. Well, I guess I'll see you later.
Hasta la vista.
All right, I head around wherever
Well, you see, in the corner, you see the little halfling man turn to you, and he's kind of staring at you discreetly, kind of in the sense of, like he said something interesting, but I'm not gonna just awkwardly call out.
All right, I'm gonna walk over to him. Hey, you know anything about this guy?
This guy? Well, you mean um, the the one they call him?
Yeah, I just want to talk to him. See how
Yeah,
he
don't
is.
don't listen to there's fear mongering. I go down there every couple weeks, clean the guy, clean the guy's cell, if you could call it that. He's really, I haven't talked to him, but he doesn't seem to be dangerous. If do you know how to get there?
I haven't been too many places here. I've been stuck in one section.
Ah, that makes sense. Well, I've been here. Gotta be coming on 50 years now.
Oh
It's been
man.
yeah. I joined way back when most of this stuff was just starting. Uh, but yeah, no, I've been down there tons of times. The guy poses no threat.
All right. Well, I actually like to talk to as many Red Fang as I can. Just to get to know them, see what their intentions are.
That's a strange thing to do, fraternizing with I guess the enemy of this place. I'm pretty impartial myself, but if you say so.
If you talk to the bad people, you're not afraid of them.
Well, suppose you could say that. Anyway, yeah, if you want, I can kind of show you the way. Kind of busy here right now, but give me a little bit, and I can bring you down.
All right. Sounds good. I'll be around.
Alrighty then. And cutting away from that, we're gonna leave you on hold right there, and we're gonna shift over to the kitchen of this lovely prison, where all the fantastic, delicious food is prepared. And I believe one of our very own should be walking in for his first day there right now, shouldn't he?
He sure is.
All right. So, you want to tell us, why exactly you're here?
Um,
As much as you want.
well, I'm here because I got hired on in as the kitchen staff, and it's a pretty good job, and I'm just looking to make some extra coin.
Fantastic. So, as you walk in to where you were told the kitchen is, you got brought in yesterday under some weird circumstances. You don't remember the way in. You were blindfolded on the way in. It must be some part of the new security. But as you came in, you found your cot in the general staff quarters and fell asleep. It's bright and early today. You're walking into the kitchen, and as you walk in, you see a big room, and right in the center, there's a massive cauldron, and bubbling up over the sides of it is just a sort of gray gloop, sort of the consistency of like slime. And
Delicious.
oh, it's delectable, fantastic. It's bubbling over an open fire. You see, littering the walls and shelves in the kitchen are, tens and maybe hundreds of pots and pans and cooking utensils, and they're all gorgeous and shiny and silver. Absolutely fantastic looking. And then looking around some more, you see in the far corner of the room, you see a little old lady hunched over a smaller pot of something brewing on a smaller fire. It's a little old lady. She's got, impossibly tall, big red hair and more wrinkles, you think, than skin. And dangling from her ears, you see these, massive bronze discs, and it's like she's got to have some sort of incredible neck strength to manage to hold these things, hold her head upright with these things. Through a door on the left side of the room, you see a little small sectioned off area with a small cot. As you're looking around, the lady rises from her stool and turns to you. She says, "Ah, you must be the new kid. Welcome."
Oh, yes, thank you, man. Yeah, I'm the new guy. That's me. I'm ready and willing to
Fantastic.
work.
Oh, that's good. That's good. You ever been in the kitchen before?
Oh, I've definitely had my hand at a bit of cooking, sure.
Oh yeah. What do you like to cook?
Oh, any sorts of stews and well, mostly just stews. Actually, that's what my mother taught my brother and I while we were growing up. She did want us to definitely be a bit. I'm stumbling.
Don't worry about it, sweetie. It's first day on the job. You must be nervous coming in this
It,
big scary prison.
it is quite intimidating. It is.
Alright, well, don't be scared at all. There's really no terribly dangerous folk here, and we're on the top floor. There's no prisoners up here, so you're relatively safe here.
Oh, well, that's very reassuring. Thank you.
I'll tell you what. You want to make yourself helpful. Go right up to that pot there, the big one in the middle. Give it a stir.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. And I just scurry up and grab it and start stirring.
Good, good. Keep stirring. And as you're stirring, it goes on for a couple minutes, and then you see this lady. She's hunched over her own little pot of what looks like an actual nice looking stew, right? And she's adding in little bits of like seasonings and herbs and spices, giving it some smells every once and then. And she after a couple minutes she's like, "How's it looking?"
Mine or yours? Because I'm really just distracted by yours. It smells fantastic. Mine's doing fine though. It's doing great.
Is it still gray?
Yes, very very gray and dull. Very gray and
Perfect.
dull indeed.
That's just how the prisoners like it.
I suppose so. I can't say I've ever been in that position, but to each his
Well,
own, I guess.
Yeah, I guess I don't care if they like it or not. Anyway, yeah, this is why in the world would I eat something like that myself? This is the good stuff. I've been cooking for gotta be 28 years now.
Oh, it definitely shows.
I'll tell you what, you keep making yourself useful. Maybe I'll give you a little bit.
Yes, ma'am. I sure will.
And time goes on a little bit. She's you're stirring the pot. Your arms are starting to get a little bit tired. And eventually, she pulls her pot off the fire and she's like, "All right, kiddo. What's your name?"
Uh, Kelsu, man.
Killzoo. Yeah, short little runt. Get over here and have a little bit of stew. You've
Oh,
done
yes.
well.
Well, thank you very much.
And she gives you a little bowl of stew. I assume you're gonna try it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So you taste this stew, and in such stark contrast to the foul smell of what you've been stirring for what seems like hours now, it's just this delicious, unfathomably good stew. Your mother taught you and your brother how to cook, but she never taught you how to cook like this. And as you taste it, you feel just warm inside. Like nothing can go wrong. And you're gonna gain 5 temporary hit points
Ooh, very cool.
as the warmth of this stew just boils up inside you. All right. Well, I guess it's time for some of the prisoners to get their food now.
Yeah, I suppose we do need to feed them as well.
Well,
None of that though.
that's what they say. Some weeks I just don't feel like it, but what can you do, I suppose. Anyway, you feeling adventurous?
Yes, I'm always up for an adventure, ma'am.
All right, kiddo. In that case, she hands you a little key ring, and she's like, "All right, I want you to take this." She hands you, a bowl of glop. I want you to take this. I want you to go all the way down the hall, all right, through the next room. Don't touch any of the stuff in there. Down the stairs, down the next set of stairs. Just tell the guards where you're going. They'll let you through. There's a special prisoner they keep down there. An old fart. No one, everyone says he's dangerous, but I don't really know what to think of him. Anyway, bring him this. He gets cranky if he doesn't have anything to eat.
Right. Go through the hall, through the room, down 2 stairs, talk to the gods, and then feed the big scary man. Did I got all that right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. If you don't know where you're going, just ask around for the pit.
The pit.
The
That's
pit.
a bit ominous, but I will do as you ask, Mom. And I turn and quickly head off.
All right. So as you're, trying to stumble your way through this labyrinth here, we're gonna turn over to our last adventurer, who I believe that's a dear friend Ooj. No, not Ooj. Not Skystar. Sorry, I'm confusing you guys. So Ooj, not no, Sky. You
Yes.
are. Where are you?
Me?
Do you know? Do you know where you are?
No, you haven't told me where I'm at. I mean, I'm in prison.
Yeah.
I do know that.
So you've been brought in as a prisoner, actually.
I got caught. Heavy on the air quotes.
Yeah, you got caught doing some scummy adventuring for the Red Fang Legion, and you're sitting in cold dank cell. As you're inside, you see the walls are coated with this sort of thick slime. It smells kind of foul, but you've been in here a couple days and you've kind of gone nose blind to it. On your left, in the same cell, sits a large bearded man who was just moved in there actually that day. You guys haven't really talked to each other yet. What you do from now is kind of up to you.
Well, I mean, I'm here for a job, so I smile at the large bearded man. Wait,
He is a prisoner with you. I'll let you know.
I'm like, how you doing?
Me? How am I doing? I'm in prison. How do you think I'm doing?
I mean, that's fair. You've probably had better days.
Yes, better days certainly. How are you?
Oh, I'm great. I have a question for you. If you're
I might.
interested, how would you like to not be in prison?
Well, in that, this is the goal, yes.
Ah, ah. Well, maybe, possibly make that happen if I start like, is there a cot in here
Yeah, you guys
or
have got two
something?
cots. You've each got a cot. This isn't one of those shitty prisons that makes you sleep on the floor. I mean,
I start rooting around under the cot. I'm like, just a minute. I know. Ah. I find I pull out a knife and a lockpick set because I was able to bring some tools in with me.
uh, the other guy, you see his eyes, they just widen. He's like, "Where did you get those?"
I mean, I could tell you, but trust me, you probably don't want to know.
You see him look puzzled for a few seconds, and then his eyes sort of widen in realization. He's like, "Ah, understood. But you plan to just stage prison break? You do know how many guards are around here."
Well, I mean, we could do it that way. Granted, if you want to do things the hard way. No, I have a different plan. These are just in case things go wrong, because you know things can go wrong.
Ah, all right. So what is this big plan of yours?
Well, have you gotten to know any of the guards? Like, built a rapport with them?
Any of the guards? Oh, they do not exactly talk to us much. But there's one, weak-looking one that often comes by here. Seems the sort, how you say it? He seems the sort to give up without a fight. If this is what you're thinking.
That's awesome. So we're gonna wait on him, and hopefully we don't get killed.
Aye, well,
Trust me, I'm a professional.
aye, we're all professionals at something. That's why we're here.
Well, actually, I'm a professional at not getting killed.
I will. I trust you. Very well. We wait. And you guys are gonna wait for a little while. And while you wait, we're gonna cut right back over and doing a little cyclic thing here. Gonna cut right back over to Crunk. Now, Crunk, you and your janitor friend, who you didn't bother to ask the name of, you guys are kind of walking through this little labyrinth of passages, and you know, you see coming out of the guard room that you're in. There's a few guards on every door, but it's basically you guys are walking around a little bit. You see a big grid, from best you can tell. There's just a bunch of different crisscrossing pathways, but it seems to be a few central cells. And as you guys are walking along, you come to another guard room. And you're walking through, full of a couple of your old buddies, but they're busy doing stuff. And your friend leads you through another room and then to a set of stairs. And he's going to stop right there, and he says, "Now listen, I gotta get back to cleaning, or else I'm gonna get yelled at. But if you really want to talk to this guy, here's the key to the pit. All right, just tell the guards down there that you were sent. You were sent, on business to talk to him or something. They're dunces. They'll believe anything you say. All right.
Uh, okay. One question.
Yeah.
Why are you giving me your key? You don't even know me.
Eh. When you're here for this long, anything's interesting. Come back with a good story, huh?
Fair enough. Just looking for a good conversation, maybe.
Hi. Yeah. Well, not a whole lot of conversation we had, but I don't know, I guess I'm bored. Been a janitor here for a lot of years, and I don't know. I guess I don't want to keep purveying the myth here that this guy is so dangerous. Maybe it'd be nice to have someone believe that, have someone believe, like I do, that he's not so bad. Maybe it's a way for me to, escape from the slowly approaching psychosis of my older years. Maybe it's just a way for me to try to feel like I still belong somewhere. What was I saying?
Well, you were saying a lot. You seem like a good guy. What was your name? I didn't catch it.
My name? It's Bob.
Hey, Bob. I'll definitely be seeing you around, and yeah, I'm looking forward to getting to know this guy a little bit.
Well, best of luck, I suppose. All right, so he hands you the key and kind of walks off, through a twisting passageways again. And you see, where you are. There's a staircase leading down. There's also two guard rooms. There's like a corner. There's a staircase going up, staircase going down. Around the corner, you see a guard room, and back where you came, you see a guard room. Guards posted at the doors. They're kind of ignoring you.
Okay. Just keep on walking. Go up to him. Hey, I'm from a different section. Only been here a bit. I was sent to the pit. Can you point me in that direction?
Yeah, yeah. You see that staircase right there?
Yeah.
Yeah. What you're gonna want to do is walk down it.
All right. I'm on it. And I just walk down it.
All right. As you walk down the staircase, you see as you walk down the staircase, you see what appears to be it's a bit of a long staircase going down. It loops back on itself a few times, and at the end of it, there's just a wooden door, with a metal lock on it.
Right. I'm gonna walk up to the lock and use the key.
All right, so you put the key in the lock. I assume you're going to turn it.
Yeah, he'll turn it, but he's gonna put his ear up against the door first.
All right, you put your ear up against, like, are you putting your weight against the door?
No, just trying to listen for anything.
All right, you listen and you hear just complete silence.
All right, I'm just gonna turn the key then.
All right, you turn the key. You hear a little lock click, and the door sort of swings open. And right at the bottom, right at the on the other side of the door, is a big stone platform, right? Maybe 10 by 10, and that's surrounded on all other sides of it, aside from the side you came in, is just there's no floor. It drops down about 50 feet, and you can try to peer over the edge if you'd like.
Yep, I'll look over the edge.
So you peer over the edge, and you see about 50 feet down. The room's kind of dimly lit, but you can see well enough down there that you see there's a bed, and it's kind of like a nicer bed than the cots you've seen. It's not like luxury, but it's got a pillow. You know, it's not too bad. Sitting next to the bed in a chair, you see a figure. You can't, fully make out the features. It's a little ways away, but you can tell, it appears to be a man, and he seems to be, moving his hands in a weird way. And then, yeah, well,
I'm gonna turn around and close the door and lock it first.
all right. You close the door, and it closes. How loudly are you closing it?
Not very loudly, but not as quiet as I can either.
All right, so moderate door close. And you turn the key in the lock and you hear it lock, and as the door locks you start to hear the sound of stone grinding against stone, and you look around you, the room's kind of shaking a little bit, and you look around, and coming out from the walls are little stone platforms in a descending spiral staircase, and they extend out for a little ways, and then eventually they're all fully extended and make a nice little staircase to the bottom.
Okay, I turn the key again.
You turn the key again, unlock the door, and you start to hear this weird stone against stone grinding sound as these platforms that have now extended from the wall start to slowly retract back into the wall, no longer forming a staircase.
All right, so that's noted. Okay, I'm gonna walk kind of close to the edge.
All right,
Hey down there.
no response.
Well, strong silent type, huh? Well, I just came to have some conversation, and I'm assuming you're part of the Red Fang Legion. I was wondering if you know anybody by the name of Freddy.
You see his hands kind of stop moving a little bit, and he kind of looks up from the best you can tell, and you hear, "What?
Do you know anybody named Freddy?
What?
Well, this is about as loud as I talk. One more time. You know anybody named Freddy?
Betty?"
Yeah. This is gonna be a great conversation. So, how about you just listen? So, I don't know who you are, and it doesn't really matter, but maybe we can get to know each other. I've known some Red Fang Legion, in my past. Never really part of it, but I I lost a friend and don't know where he is. Just wondering if you knew where he was.
He looks up at you, and he doesn't respond. He just kind of gives you a beckoning motion.
All right, I'm gonna go close, but not too close.
I mean, you're at the edge of the
Okay.
platform. He's still beckoning you. It seems down.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Uh, I'm a guard and I don't even know you.
He just shrugs.
Uh, Willing to talk, but that's about it. If you like, I can leave, and I'm guessing you can get up to the door. Maybe we could chat through the door.
No response.
All right, well, unless you want to say something, I'm gonna head out.
Still no response.
All right, I'm gonna head out the door.
All right, so you're gonna unlock the door, and right as you're opening it up, that's where we're going to shift focus, and we're going to go right back to our lovely Kelzu. So Kelzu, you are, I take it, walking through the area,
Yes,
trying
yes,
to
I
find it.
am. Yeah,
So
probably in
as
a bit
you're
of a hurried fashion, like, excuse me, pardon me, and just
so
going.
you're walking through. There's just one corridor that leads out of the kitchen, and at the end of it, wooden door. As you go through it, it's like propped open. As you go through it, you see a rather large room, with a large assortment of weapons and backpacks and staffs and armors, leather and plate, all sorts of things. It's just huge room full of piled up things. There seems to be some personal little rucksacks.
It was like confiscated stuff or something.
Let's see. Yeah, roll me investigation. Go with our first roll of the night.
That is a 15 plus 4, 19.
Beautiful. So you take a look around the room, and you see in a few of the piles of stuff, there's a few a few personal items, some portraits of small portraits of loved ones, a few little membership cards from what you can tell, made of little parchment paper, have the words Red Fang Legion written on them. And you can tell that this is it's probably some sort of just confiscated item rooms. You do find in one of the rucksacks, you see a little card with a bunch of holes in it. Can you read? Can you read
Um,
common?
yeah, common. I can read common.
I'm gonna say you can. Yeah. So as you read it, you see old time butcher punch card. 10th purchase is 10% off, and it's got 9 punches in it.
Ooh, well, that's cool.
So yeah, best you can tell, this is all personal effects of the prisoners that are currently in the prison. Yeah, is there anything? Do you want to try to take anything, or?
No, I don't think he would. I think he's just more focused on bringing the food to the scary guy.
Sure, it is getting cold.
Yeah.
So yeah, I assume you're going to proceed through the other door on the other side of the room then.
Yeah, he'll just scurry on through.
All right, so as you go through the other door, you see a staircase going down. As you go down, it kind of winds down a little bit, and you see what appears to be straight ahead of you. There is 2 guards standing by a wooden door, and to your left, you're at a corner. To your left, you see another guard room down the hall, and right next to the staircase you just came down is another staircase leading down.
I'll go to the 2 guards in front of the door. Excuse me, is this the pit?
You looking for the pit? Yeah. What you're gonna want to do is see that staircase right there.
Yeah, yes, that one there.
Yeah, the one right there, the one with the
Okay.
stairs that go
Yeah,
down,
not the one
not the
behind me.
stairs that go up. No,
Okay,
you
yes,
came
go
you came
down.
down
Okay,
that one.
down to
All
the
right.
pit. That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, walk down those stairs.
Okay, so it's just down those stairs and then I'm at the pit. Nothing else after that.
Yeah, that's the. I mean, there's a door. Do you know how to use a door?
Okay,
You have,
yes,
I
go
mean,
down the
you
stairs,
have a,
open the door. Got it. Thank
got
you
a
very
key?
much. No, I don't have a key.
You don't have a key? Oh,
No.
that's a tricky thing. Well,
That is. I just need to bring this food to whoever's in the pit. It's my first day. Do you happen to have a key?
he kind of looks over at the guard standing next to him and rolls his eyes. He's like, "All right, give it back as soon as you're done."
Oh, thank you very much.
Don't mention it. And you guys are all starting to notice that for a maximum security prison, they're
They're pretty lax.
pretty relaxed, and
Give their keys to anybody.
yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty relaxed maximum security prison. It's like a resort almost. But anyway, so yeah, you take the key from the guy. I'm guessing you go down the stairs.
Yes. Go down the stairs,
Alright.
open the door.
So
Turn the
as
key.
you open the door, you turn the key, open the door, and right as you open the door, you open it into some sort of obstacle, and Crunk, right as you're about to open the door, you feel it swing open and hit you in the chest.
Ugh.
I'm terribly sorry. I'm very, very sorry.
Uh,
Is this the pit?
yeah. Who are you?
I'm Kelzu. I'm a cook. It's my first day. I'm just bringing some food to an inmate.
First day, huh?
Yes. Yes. It's
yeah,
been a bit of a doozy.
Been here a while, just visiting the pit. I don't even really belong down here. I'm just coming to make conversation.
Well, that's odd. Anyways, so this is the pit.
It's a bit. I wouldn't go very close. They say he's pretty rough.
Okay. I will take your advice to heart. Thank you very much.
Just FYI, if you lock the door, he'll be able to get to you. So be on the other side of the door.
Okay, I will definitely do that.
All right. Well, good luck, unless you need anything.
Well, do you happen to know anything about this gentleman? Like, what's so dangerous about him?
No idea. Tried to talk to him, won't talk. Wants me to come down there. Not gonna do it.
Interesting. Well, I suppose I should just bring him his food. But
Yeah,
but don't go down there. So do I just turn the bowl upside down and just dump it down to him?
No, yeah, he's not an animal. He's a person. Just put the food down, get out of the door, and lock it.
Oh, okay. He can come up out of the pit once the door's locked. I've got
Yeah,
that. Okay.
Yeah, it was a surprise. I was on the other side of the door when I did that one.
Okay. Thank you very much. I will definitely make sure to
Well,
close.
just
Don't close the door
put
when
the
I'm
bowl
on the
down.
other side of it.
Put the bowl down inside right now.
Put the bowl down inside. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I just like hop over and set it down.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Walk out.
Put the bowl inside.
Yeah,
okay.
walk out.
All right. This is the pit right here. I'm in it right now. Like I'm pointing down. Like this is it.
Yeah, don't fall in there.
Okay. Well, that's not so scary. I don't know what she was yammering on about. Anyway.
Are
Okay.
you
So
looking
I
over
put the
the
foot.
edge?
No.
Alright, alright.
Slippery slope. All right, you
I'll,
you done?
come back. Yeah, yes, I have delivered the food. I'll just hello, sir. I've been told not to be in here with you with the door closed. So I'm leaving the food up here, and I'm going to be on the other side of the door, and then I will close it, and you will be able to get your food and enjoy your meal.
What? That's not how it works at all.
Well,
That's how it works today. Come on.
Are you new or something?
well, yes, but this guy isn't. So I'm gonna just go ahead and follow him since he's
Bring
a
the
god.
damn food down the damn stairs. I don't bite.
I don't think that's something I should do.
Jesus Christ. Fine.
Can I roll insight to see if he's actually gonna screw with me or not?
Roll insight, yeah.
17.
You look down and your vision's kind of good. You can see on his face is just the most baffled look. This guy is just he from what you can tell is just completely confused.
I'm terribly sorry. I just like I said, it is my first day. I turned to Crunk, which that name is hilarious. Turn to Crunk and say, I'm pretty sure he's telling the truth. I think I should probably bring his food down to him. I'm not sure if he could do anything to me, and if he would, then...
Well, hold on one second. I'm gonna walk to the edge of the pit and look down and try to see if he's restrained down there.
I mean, you see him again moving his hands around. You can't exactly tell what he's doing, but then make a perception check actually.
Alrighty. 19 plus 4.
Damn. All right. So you look down. You kind of like squint a little bit so you can get a better sense. And you see in his hands are what look like two wooden rods, long and thin. Well, not like super long. And he's kind of weaving them in between what looks like spools of yarn.
Hey, what are you doing down there?
He looks up at you. Are you blind?
Yeah, a little
Well,
bit. My
You're
perception's
quite
pretty
far
good.
down there.
But yeah.
Have you never seen someone knitting before?
No, actually, I see the end result, but never seen it in action.
My goodness, gotta stop bringing new people in. No idea what's going on. It's called knitting.
All right, well, question. When I leave, these steps appear. You can get up here, right?
No,
Yeah. Yeah, you wouldn't talk to me before. So, I'd say let's leave.
I'm
How deep is
half
the pit?
deaf. It's about, 50 feet down, maybe more.
Ah. I was gonna cast Mage Hand, but it's only 30 feet.
All right, gnome. Let's put that down. Let's leave. We'll talk to a guard on the way out.
Right, I
Maybe-
think that's
maybe
probably
they know
best.
more.
We should definitely ask an adult in this situation.
Well, I'm not really supposed to be here, so I don't know the ins and outs. Well, I'm not from this section.
But you're a god, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been here 3 months.
Oh, well. It's, the, I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Crunk.
Krunk, it's very nice to meet you. I'm Kelzu, and I put my hand out. Shake
Nice
it.
to meet you, Kelzu, and I shake it really hard.
Oh, wow, you have quite a grip there. I only have a
I'm
-1
getting
strength,
rather
just so you know.
hungry.
Right,
Yeah, let's hurry
we're working
back.
on that.
Let's go talk to one of the guards. See what the procedure is.
Yes, I believe we should do that. I probably should have asked my supervisor up in the kitchen. I didn't ask a name. I probably should have done that too. But yes, let's go ask a god.
All right, I kind of hurry him along.
So, you guys, I assume, close the door, lock it behind you.
Yep.
So, yeah, you close the door, lock it. You don't hear the sound of the stone. You don't know what that means, but you don't hear anything.
Interesting that don't hear the steps. Let's hurry up to the guard.
All right, so I assume you guys are walking up.
Yep, walk up the stairs and I go straight for the first guard I see.
All right. So you're going for the first guard. What do you say?
Hey, hello there. I'm Crunk. I was sent down here to talk to him, but this little fella here, he's sent to give him his food. What's the procedure for that? I don't want him getting hurt.
Oh, yeah, that's everyone has that problem on the first day. Yeah, the guy, yeah, they say he's scary, but he's never hurt anyone in here. We usually just, bring the food down to him and then get out of Dodge pretty quickly.
Okay, well, sounds like a plan. One question. The stairs come down when you lock the door from the inside, but they don't come out when you lock it from the outside. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's some sort of enchantment. I don't know who like when they built this place ages ago, they made it so that when the stairs only come out when there's like two people inside the room. I guess they assume that that's going to be a god of some sort. I mean, that way, how in the world would you possibly get him out? You know?
Yeah. God forbid he can jump that high.
Well, he's an old man.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I mean, they tell some crazy stories about him. Like time he murdered all those people.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
I'm sure you've heard it. Anyway, yeah, just bring him the damn food.
All right. I want to talk to you about those stories in a bit. We'll be back. And then I turn around.
Are you the god that loaned me your key?
Yeah. Are you done with
Here,
it?
yeah, I don't need it anymore. I hand it back. You have a key, right?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Okay, yeah, I don't need it anymore. Thank you very much for letting me use that.
No problem, no problem. All right. So as you guys walk down the stairs, we've been neglecting our dear friend Kyle.
Kyle.
So we're gonna
That's great.
we're gonna get to Kyle. Kyle, the guards have been kind of doing their rounds, and as one of them walks by, you see your friend, who you still haven't had the courtesy to ask his name. You see, you see your cellmate kind of nod his head in the direction,
I perk up. I motion towards the girl. Hey, you, come here, come here. And I put on my most charming smile. I'm all charmed.
And you see, the guard kind of stops for a second as he's like trying. You can see he's kind of like turning the mental gears in his head of like, crap, what am I supposed to do in this situation? He turns to you. He's got a pole pipe, like a pike in his hand, and he's just like kind of looking around, making sure no one else is looking at him. He's like, me?
Yeah, come here, bud. Come on. I just need to. I just want to talk to you. I got a question. Come on. There's no
Uh,
need for the pike. We're all friends here.
well, you literally aren't. You're literally an opposing faction in a war.
Well, I mean that's a matter of perspective, isn't it? We could be friends, and as a friend, I mean I could do so much for you. Come on, let's chat. I feel like we could get to know each other.
Roll persuasion for me.
That is going to be a 16.
16. So
16.
the little guard, young guy, he looks around, again, sheepishly looks around, and he kind of seems to get a little bit calm as he, walks up to the edge of the bars, but he must have just realized that he has a weapon.
I mean, is he actively threatening me with the weapon, or is it just kind of
No,
in his hand?
no, it's just in his hand. It's just like, yeah, he's just kind of wielding it around. I'm gonna roll an insight check for me. Why don't you?
14.
All right. You've seen some stuff. You've been in this big, nationwide conflict for a while. You can tell this guy is green as can be. He hasn't
Oh,
seen he hasn't seen a day of battle. He might have never even seen blood before. But just you can tell the way he holds the pike, the way he walks. This guy,
he's young.
you can see what your cellmate was talking about. This guy is easy pickings.
I just look at the guy and I'm like, come here. My name's Kyle. What's your name, kid? Come on.
My name, I'm Jeffrey.
But Jeffrey, I gotta ask, how far is he from me?
He's up against the, he's about like a foot away from the bars.
I gotta ask, Jeffrey, are you new?
Well, yes, my father got me this job. He said it would be good for me to do something, harden up. He said. You see, he's kind of talking excitedly. Child.
I take a moment, I look him dead in the eye, and I go, well then, Jeffrey, I have something I have to tell you. I'm really
What's
sorry. And I ping his head off the bar, hard enough to knock him out. Just reach
uh
around and boom.
yeah? Why don't you roll? I guess that's roll an attack roll.
Is that a straight strength check?
Yeah, just do it with your strength, yeah, or dexterity, whichever one's better.
So it's 17.
17. All right. So you grab his head and bash it into the bars. He gets scared look in his eyes. Roll like, what's that? Blunt, like, call it improvised weapon, I guess. So
Hoping to knock him
that's
out. Like I was just wanted to go for a straight knock him out roll, catch him off guard. What am I rolling here?
unarmed strike. So let's just say that one's, I think, D4 plus strength.
Okay, so 5.
5. No, I'm gonna give it to you. You hit him in just the right spot. You managed to bash his temple, right against the bars. And he's not exactly unconscious. Like, he's still kind of stirring a little bit, but he collapses to the ground,
Do you
and
have a
he
set of keys
is.
on him?
Yeah, you see, he's got a little key ring on his side.
Grab his keys real quick, drag him inside, throw a blanket over him so no one sees. Hide the spear. I'm like, all right.
How are you trying to roll me sleight of hand to hide the pike?
Uh, please let me roll well. Oh shit, yeah. So that is a 19 because my sleight of hand
Okay.
is stupid. I actually rolled low, but my sleight of hand is 11. So
All right, so you put it, kind of in the shadows back where, there's not a whole lot of light, and you hide the shiny metal bit under your bed, so, without actually really looking, no one can tell that it's there. So yeah, you've unlocked the door, knocked out this poor little kid,
I
just
take
trying to
his
do his job.
clothes. I take his clothes and put them on. Like I change into them, give him my clothes.
Sure. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, I have disguise. Like
Fair. Yeah. All right. So you put on his guard uniform. It's a little tight on you, but you can get used to it.
I look at my cellmate and I go, guess what? You're getting a transfer today. Grab the spear. Come on and keep your lips closed. Also, come along.
He nods. Yeah, and he's kind of his eyes are kind of like not wide in like bewilderment, but sort of a smirk of just like, huh, all right.
Also, I'm looking for a very special prisoner. Maybe you've heard where he might be.
Prisoner. You mean the prisoner?
He doesn't really have a name that I was given. I just was told that I'd know when I came across him.
I know the one. He is infamous, infamous to these people. We learned a little about him in the Legion, but they call him, well, these people call him the prisoner. Yes, he's I believe they keep him in this place they call the pit. Obviously, I have not seen this pit,
Well, guess what?
but
You're seeing it today.
this is if you say so. All
I say so.
right, so do you guys walk out of your cell? I'm guessing.
Yeah, I leave the cell. I close, lock it. Leave
All right.
leave leave the guard I knocked out under a blanket. Feel a little bad for him, but at least I apologize.
Yeah, no, that's I mean, you're a terrible person, but that's fair. That is fair. All right, so you guys are walking out of your cell, and you guys see that you're sort of facing a wall, and there's a passageway to the left and to the right of you.
You don't happen to know which way this pit is, do you?
Ugh, not the slightest.
Shit. Oh, uh, do you know where the guard room is?
Let me think. Let me think. He's trying to remember. He kind of turns the gears in his head a little bit. He says, I believe it is left.
All right, we're going left. Need you to act like you're tied up.
Like I'm okay. He puts his hand behind his back, and you're just walking.
Yeah, I'm just like I'm leading a prisoner.
All right. So you guys are going, and you come to a little four-way intersection. There's back where you came. There's to the right you see a few more rows of cells. To the left there's only one more row of cells, and then straight ahead you see what appears to be a room, like there's a door. You presume that's where the guard that you knocked out came from.
I open the door.
All right, so you open up the door. Luckily for you, there's no one inside. So you're in an empty guard room. You see on the table are playing cards. They seem like you can't quite tell the arrangement of them. It doesn't look like any game that you've ever seen, but they've been set down. There's the little table, the table in the center, chairs, normal guard room.
I look at my new friend whose name I haven't bothered to learn because honestly I don't care. I'm like, well, find yourself a costume and let's find the pit.
You look around the room. Do me an investigation.
Investigation. Oh shit. Oof. Yeah, 5.
So you and your friend, your nameless friend, you look around. Unfortunately, you can't find any uniforms. For some reason, they don't carry spares in this room, from the looks of it.
What about just like normal clothes of any kind?
No, I mean it's a pretty bare bones room.
Crap. Okay. Well, I do find a. Do I find? Can I find a bit of rope or something, or maybe some manacles?
With that 5, no, I don't think with a 5 you find anything.
Crap. All right.
You guys have been rolling well so far. I can't just give you everything.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm like, all right. I just need you to look like you're tied up or whatever.
That is what I am doing. Hands behind back.
We need to find directions.
They say there is I hear guards talking about storage room. Maybe we find storage room and we find supply.
Well, that's not a bad idea. All right, let's find a storage room.
All right, so there's the door you came back, the door you came from, and then there's a door on the left and the right side of the room.
Okay. I'm gonna go. Like, are these solid like doors, or do they have like something I can look through or look under? Maybe.
I mean, mm, yeah, you see, like there's some cracks in the doors that you might be able to peek through.
I'm gonna try to peek
Uh,
through a crack.
which one, the left or right?
We'll do left.
All right, so you peer through the left-hand door. Roll me perception.
17.
All right, so you peer through. The crack isn't really big, but you can kind of see through. You see what appears to be 2 figures standing with their backs to the door.
Okay. I look through the right door now.
The right door, there you see no one on the other end of the door.
All right, I'm gonna go through the right door.
All right, so you open the right door, and there's a wide open hallway in front of you. And as you progress down a little bit, you come to a little T intersection where you can keep going straight, or you can turn to the right.
Go straight.
Go straight. As you go straight, you come to a corner where the only option is back or right. And as you look around the corner, you see a guard making his way down the hallway.
Towards me or away from
Not
me?
towards you, away from you.
I'm going to take the prisoner, have him go in front of me, and hail down the guard. Oh, can I get a minute there, bud? I got a question for you.
The guy turns around. He's like, yeah. What do you want? Why the hell do you have a prisoner with you?
I grab this prisoner by the scruff, and I'm like, I make it look rough. I'm like, look, man, all I know is I got orders for a transfer. I'm supposed to transfer him to a different cell because apparently he was being a dick. So I was hoping maybe you could give me directions on how to get there.
Geez, I guess. Roll persuasion for me.
Oh, let me roll good. This might actually work. 19.
Oh, yeah. You see, he kind of turns the gears in his head, and he's like, "All right, you don't have any papers with you?
It was a verbal command, dude. I'm just following orders.
Uh, all right, fine.
Like my my CO came in. He started shouting at me. He was raging. Told me to grab this guy and throw him in a place called the pit.
The pit.
He said throw him in.
Throw him in the pit.
Yeah, I don't know either. Look, I'm a transfer myself.
That can't be right. Pit. There's only one guy in the pit, and we're under strict orders not to let anyone else in there. You sure? You're sure they said the pit and not like a different cell block?
I mean, is there anywhere else he could have said that I might have misunderstood?
Uh, hmm. Well, let's see. I mean, he could have said cell block 6.
He could have. Well, do you know how to get there?
Yeah, cell block 6 is right this way. And he gestures towards an empty cell.
Cool. Pull out my keys. Like, wait, is it this one? Is it this?
It's this one. That if you got this, I gotta keep doing my rounds.
Yeah, you do your rounds.
All right. Yeah. If you need me, I'll be over there, the back by the guard room.
Thanks for your help. I'm gonna let him walk away.
He walks away, rounds the corner.
Well, that was decidedly unhelpful.
So you're in front of a cell. This one's completely empty. To the next of it, to the one to the side of it, there's a little figure hunched over in the corner.
I grabbed the guy. I'm like, all right, wait 20, 30 minutes or whatever, and then you're on your own. The door's gonna be unlocked. And I kind of shove him into the cell, make a show of slamming it real hard, and I'm gonna take off because I don't need to be walking around with a prisoner. It's just way too much attention. I do leave the cell door unlocked because if he does make his escape and fucks it up, I could use the distraction.
All right. So you leave his door unlocked. What are you gonna do from here?
I'm actually going to head back towards that guard I just talked to, and I'm gonna try to see if he can't tell me more about this pit.
All right. So as you're starting to walk away, you hear a little laughing from the cell to the left, and you hear a voice call out, "Mr. God."
Lean over or go back to the cell and just kind of peek in. Can I help you?
Oh, well, that is up to you. And you see this little this little tiny lady hunched over in like a feral position. She's got matted gray hair. Her fingernails are kind of like long and sharp. You can see her teeth not in great condition. She really needs to see a dentist. And she's just kind of bobbling around on her feet and giggling.
I'm like, So, what can I do for you, mysterious, creepy old lady?
Well, you seem new here. I haven't seen you around.
I'm a transfer.
A transfer? Ooh, all big and important, are we?
No, I'm nobody important. I'm sure you'll forget about me momentarily.
Well, that remains to be seen. My memory is quite good. I've been in many cells in this place. It seems you don't know where you're going.
No, I know exactly where I'm going. I'm going to a place called the Pit.
Ah, yes. Well, it seems your conversation with your friend earlier betrays you.
Betrays what exactly?
Oh, you talk so good for someone so dark inside. I know you don't know where the pit is. I can help.
Oh, and how exactly can you help?
Well, if you unlock this door right here, they don't. I'll sneak out later. They don't have to know it was you. I can tell you where the pit is and how to get there.
How about you tell me where the pit is? I'll unlock the door and how to get there.
Hmm. Make persuasion.
I'm so glad I have a high persuasion. So my high persuasion means I'll jack because I just rolled a 1.
She looks at you. She seems to consider for a moment. She says, "Oh no, dearie. I don't think that's quite going to work. My memory gets so foggy. I really need to be out before I can remember."
Yeah, see, I've met people like you. You have a condition. I'm sorry to say it's called selective memory. It means you remember what you damn well please and forget everything else.
Well,
It's a terrible affliction.
so does this mean you're not going to take me up on my offer?
I move over to the cell door and stick the key in. Give me a reason to turn this key.
She thinks for a second and then reaches inside of her rags and pulls out her hand, and she's kind of cupping something in her hands. She's like, "Do you want to see what's inside?"
I don't know. Do I want to see what's inside?
She unfolds her hands, and you see a little blue flower. This kind of almost glowing, and she extends shaky outward palm with this tiny flower in her hand, and she says, "If you ever forget who you are, hold it tight, and the flower will guide you."
So, so the flower will take me where I need to go.
Oh, no, I can tell you where you need to go. The flower. You will know. You will know soon.
Okay, there's nothing ominous about that. But you know what? I've seen weirder. Alright. I turn the key, but I don't step away from the door. I unlock the door, but I stand there, like, holding it shut. And I'm like, okay, now, door's unlocked. Whether it stays that way depends on what you tell me.
Fair deal. Okay. You remember the guard room down the hall and to the left?
I do.
Yes, you were there. If you go straight through to the other side, you will see a staircase on your right, and that's the pit.
Alright, that's easy enough.
Just watch out. The guards are particularly strict.
I mean, not if they're green as a couple of the other guards I've run into so far. Alright. As long as this will take me where I need to go. And I guess the flower. How did you even get it? Wait, no, you know what? I don't want to know. Don't tell me.
A wise choice, young man.
I should know better than to ask those questions. I take the flower, leave the door unlocked, and walk away without looking back.
Treat it carefully.
With all the care I can, kind of gently tuck the flower away.
All right. So you gently tuck it away, and I assume you're gonna continue down the hall.
Yeah, I'm gonna head towards where she told me to go.
All right. So you follow back. You see, now standing in front of the door that you came out of in the guard room. You see the guard that you met earlier, and he's like, you get that prisoner where he needed to go."
Yeah, I got him squared away. Thanks for your help. I really appreciate it.
Don't mention it.
I need to get back to it. I am curious though. Like I said, I'm transferred in. What's this pit I keep hearing people talk about?
Yeah. Well, they keep this one guy there who they say is a really dangerous member of the Legion. They say that you know he used to sneak into the homes of Imperial Guard and slaughter them with nothing but a hatchet.
Damn.
It's some crazy stuff. Yeah. I haven't seen him personally myself, but yeah, he's in the pit.
Do you believe it?
Well, you hear so much on both sides of this. It's hard to know what to believe, but I don't doubt it.
Think I could think I could sneak a peek at this guy? I mean, he's dangerous as people say. He's got to be impressive, right?
I mean, yeah, I haven't seen it myself. I've got no interest in it, but I mean, yeah, you've got the key, right?
Yeah.
Just yeah, just and yeah, you should go down there and maybe get your uniform resized one of these days.
Yeah, sorry. I've had this one for a hot minute. It's they gave me the wrong size to begin with. Got
Yeah,
washed.
no, I get it. Yeah, Just yeah, straight through the guard room and to the right. Down the stairs. If you really want to, no one's gonna stop you.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Hey, if I see you again, you want to play some cards? Maybe grab a drink? I'm new in the city. It's just,
Yeah, I mean, sure. We only got one deck around here, and those dark elves usually using it for whatever bullshit game they're playing.
cool.
But yeah, let's do it.
Awesome. Thanks. I'm going to go take a quick peek. Talk to you later.
All right, see ya. All right, so yeah, you go through the guard room. Do you open up the door on the left that you looked at earlier?
Is that where I'm supposed to go?
Yeah, the door that the first door you investigated, the one with two people on the other side.
That's where I'm going to head to.
All right, you open up the door. Two guards on the other side. They kind of turn their head to look at you, give you a nod of acknowledgement.
Hey, fellas. And I just head on like I'm supposed to be there.
Yeah, they believe it. They're not smart. Yeah, so to the right of you, you see the staircase going up and the staircase going down.
That's the trick to being somewhere you're not supposed to be. Act like you're supposed to be there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna head. She said the down staircase, right?
yeah.
Gonna head down.
All right, so you head down the down staircase, and as you're heading down there, you run into two interesting characters who you haven't seen before.
Hello. How are you?
Hello there. How are you doing this evening?
I'm well. I'm good. I'm just heading down to check on a prisoner. Where you guys coming from?
We're down here to give this prisoner his meal.
Huh? Was that a last meal?
No,
Not that I'm aware of.
they typically don't put people in a pit and just kill them.
It's a shame. All right. Carry on. I'm gonna go do my job.
Suppose we should do the same.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Have a
head
good
towards
day.
the door.
All right, yeah, you're at the door to the pit.
Okay. What are you here for? Other than
Oh,
just being here, yeah.
like I said, I'm just checking on the prisoner.
Well, be my guest. And I step aside.
Head on down.
I didn't
right.
turn the key in the lock or anything like that.
Okay. In that case, you walk into a solid wood door.
Oh, yeah. I open the door. Like I have a key.
Yeah, you unlock the door, open it up, and you walk in and you see the same thing the other two saw. Just a big stone platform, about 10 by 10, and all surrounding it is not floor.
Are there other guards in there?
No, there's no other guards in there.
I'm gonna walk in as he goes in.
All right.
Can I help you guys?
Well, you're gonna check on the prisoner, right?
Yeah.
Well, head down.
Got to bring us food, so. I
You
suppose
haven't brought him his
two
food.
birds. No, I've got it right here. I've got a cold ass bowl of stew in my hands.
You're clearly new. All right. And I head down into the pit.
Well,
Are
hey,
you sure about that?
I head into the room. Sorry, my brain.
Yeah,
My brain. Head into the room.
and that. All right, roll for fall damage.
are you gonna get the stairs down there? You know what? I'll just do it. I turn around, put the key in the lock, and just close the door, lock it, to get the stairs down.
Alrighty, yeah. Blah blah blah. Stone on stone. Staircase. Boom.
Fascinating.
Head down.
Alright, so are you guys all walking down?
I'm going in front of. Was it Kelzu? What was your name, Mike?
yeah, Kelsey.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk in front of him.
Yeah, I'll go down first.
All right. So you guys, as you guys are walking down, you see the figure of the old man turn to you, and as you guys are nearing the bottom, you hear him say, "Oh my goodness, finally! Tell me why it took 3 of you to bring me my lunch."
Yeah, sorry about that. Wasn't quite sure of the procedure.
Yeah, we were just
Good lord.
like it was our first day. Like you found out. I don't think I actually told you that, but you did say it was our first day. So yes, it is our first day. So, um,
Well,
here's your food.
not my first day. My first visit to the pit.
So you guys are going up and handing him the bowl.
I think I take it. I take it from Kelzu to hand it over.
I'll let him.
All right. So you hand it over. The man takes the bowl from you, and just upends it, downs the entire thing. It's just glop, and he kind of ugh, cold.
I'm sorry. I it took a bit longer down to get down here than I thought it would. But,
Right.
it is very nutritious.
Yeah.
Listen, guy, and I turn over to Kyle. Yeah, I didn't get your name. Yeah, you do your checks, and I want to have a little chat with this gentleman.
I'm gonna, while he's chatting, I'm going to wonder about, like, I'm inspecting the cell, pretending like, making sure you're not trying to do anything funny or anything like that. But really,
Yeah.
I'm just waiting on these two jokers to get out of here so I can spring them.
Well, so while you're investigating, while you're walking around, you notice it's just like a big cylindrical room, right? Like sleek
Yeah.
walls, pretty hard to climb if you had to climb them. But you also notice against, one side of the room, under the platform you came in, you didn't see it before, is a huge, colossal set of iron doors, all, like bolted up and totally, locked down.
Yeah. Huh. I wonder if those doors could be unlocked. Gonna investigate those doors a little more closely.
Gonna investigate the doors? All right, roll me investigation.
Ooh, good roll. Good roll. 19.
All right. You see that all of the locks, like all the like metal bars crisscrossing everywhere. They all seem to be attached to gears of some sort. It looks definitely way too strong to break by yourself, but there's some sort of mechanism you can tell that would unlock the door.
I'm going to try to, like, I'm gonna try to see is something like, can I pick a lock, or is it like a puzzle, or what?
Yeah, it's more of just you can't see where the mechanism leads. The rods that lock the door kind of just come out of the wall, so you can't really see where it is that you would
Okay.
like try to unlock it from.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what you see. So, Crunk, were you?
I am just staring at him. Well, I guess I should have been more specific. I need to talk to him alone. Are you done with your looking at that quizzically?
Sorry. Can't leave the prisoner alone with anyone. It's against policy.
Yeah, he's I was let down here alone to begin with. And this little fella here, he was sent down here to be alone with him too.
That's a lot of people sent to be alone with what's supposed to be a very high security prisoner.
Yeah, it's quite strange that they just let anybody down here. Pretty much.
High security. Bye.
Yes, for a maximum security prison, this is a pretty relaxed prison.
I'm gonna look over at the prisoner. So I didn't really get your name. They just call you him.
Yes. Well, you may call me whatever you like. Him, the prisoner. Pick a name.
How about your real name? Like to show a little respect.
You poor sweet summer child. I've gone by many names throughout the years. Let's see, which one suits me best? Let's go with Hatchet.
That's not your name.
I believe it is.
That is not your name.
That's more of a tool than a name.
Why would you
actually.
say that? What made you say that?
Well, that is what they call me.
You are not Hatchet.
I think that's what they call a nickname or an alias.
Why? Why do they call you Hatchet?
That's a story for another time, young man.
Yeah, this is a pretty good time for me. I came down to talk.
Well, I've been known that way for decades. Since the beginning of this so-called war. I suppose that was my favorite tool. Why? Why do you seem so fascinated with my choice of alias?
Because I know the real Hatchet, and you're not him.
Is that so?
Yes.
Well, where do you know this so-called Hatchet from?
That's none of your business. Let's just say he disappeared quite a while ago, and I've been trying to find him and someone else since.
Aye, well, I have disappeared for quite a long time, haven't I? How long has it been?
You're not him. What's your first name?
My first name? It's Hatchet.
You're a difficult one, aren't you?
It's all I've ever gone by. Anyway, are you folks just going to stand around here?
Well, I'm waiting for this guy who don't know who he is to scurry so we can chat a little more.
Actually, I'm beginning to think you may not want me to do that.
Why?
Well, I mean, I could leave, and I could, accidentally tell someone that someone's down here having a very strange conversation with a prisoner. It's going to get people asking questions. And I feel like you may not want people asking questions. Could get very awkward for you.
Well, you know what? I'm used to it. Go ahead. I'm having my conversation.
Or, now hold on, don't be hasty. Option two. Option two has some interesting possibilities. Option two involves me. I step over to the man called Hatchet, and I go, Mr. Hatchet, you seem like a civilized individual, just a man of upstanding character.
You flatter me.
Give him my best smile. Now I'm sure that you being down here is all a terrible mistake.
Is that what you think?
Honestly, Mr. Hatchet, what I think doesn't really matter. What I know is that it may be possible, potentially, for us to have this conversation at a more appropriate location.
And where do you suggest that would be?
I'm gonna make sure Kelzu's behind me, and turn to him and kind of nod my head so he goes up.
Well, first, I look over to the stairs, pull out my knife, flip it a couple of times. I would suggest you step away from those steps for a moment, bud.
How about you and me have a little conversation here? I think you're a little more interesting at the moment.
Quite into conversations, aren't you?
Yeah. Why don't you head back up,
Precisely what I
Kelzu?
was thinking.
Head back up, Kelzu. Leave us alone.
I move towards Kelzu. I'm like, now, let's not be hasty.
Who are you? You're not supposed to be here.
I'm not supposed to be in a lot of places. How about you tell your friend to step away from the steps there? We can have a talk like civilized individuals. There's no need for this to get violent.
Well, You're speaking my language. I like it to get violent.
I'd really prefer it doesn't. Look, I'm just here on a job. There's no need for this. You seem like a good guy.
Yeah, I prefer violence.
While they're talking, I'm gonna just sort of slip away from their arguing and walk towards the prisoner, pull a small note out of my pocket, and look up at him and say, "Do you know who wrote this?"
Well, you expect me to know who wrote a random note?
Well, I'm gonna run straight or make my way straight to him to push him away from the prisoner because this is all getting very weird.
Roll me a perception to see if you see it, because I imagine Kelzu's being a little bit sneaky while you guys are discussing.
You're right. Okay, so
And Kelzu,
perception.
roll stealth for me.
Oh man, that was bad. 5 plus 4, 9.
8 plus 1, 9.
All right. We're gonna say just just for the hell of it, you don't notice.
Okay.
You don't notice him going over. You're so engrossed in your argument.
Can I roll perception on that?
You're welcome to, yeah.
Oh, sweetness. +4. That's going to be a 23.
Nice.
Holy shit.
Damn.
All right. So you see Kelzu kind of walking towards the prisoner, and you see him hold up, a note.
I step back, put up my hands. I'm like, look, I feel like maybe we might all be after the same thing here. So why don't we all take a moment, cool our heads, and discuss this like reasonable, rational individuals.
Well, you already said you don't want this to get violent, and I do. I would say you let Kelzu leave, and I try to look over at Kelzu, and I see he's not there. I'm guessing.
I just kind of like as he's looking around, I just kind of point towards Kelzu, just like go there, stick up, turn your head. There you go, good boy.
I'm gonna go over to Kelzu at this point. What are you doing? And I keep an eye on Mr. Unnamed Man.
It's okay. I think I'm supposed to talk to him. I think this is someone I'm supposed to see.
Why? What do you have there? Do I see the note? Is he still holding it up?
Are you still holding it up?
Well, I was handing it to the prisoner, so whether or not he took it.
Then yeah, the prisoner's got the note. You see the note in the prisoner's hand, and I suppose yeah, as you see, the prisoner unfolds the note and reads it, and smiles, and hands it back to Kelzu with a smirk, and he says, "Ah, so you're the one."
I think it's time we all leave. Mr. Friend, you go first, and I'm guessing I have my weapons on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna just pull out a hatchet, actually.
You see Hatchet, the man, look at you and say, Hatchet the man, not Hatchet the tool. He looks at you and he says, Now, I taught you better than that, Crunk."
What? How did you know my name?
Has it really been so many years that you've forgotten this face?
Do I recognize him? Is he the real Hatchet?
Perception with advantage.
Okay, so I don't think I need it. 18 plus 4.
You look at him and you study him really closely. And it's been many years, but you recognize this face. And you recognize it very well the more you look. He's not as well kept as he once was. He's been, growing his hair out a little while, probably because of all the prison. But yeah,
That
you
dang
recognize
prison. So bad for your hair.
I think at this point I'm staring him down, and then as I, recognize him, I go in and just hug him.
he stumbles for a second and then returns it. It's been too long.
Why did you go? Why did you go? What happened?
Right now, I'm
Well,
confused.
the past caught up to me, boy. But it seems and he turns to Kyle and says, "If I may presume that you're also here to get me out of this hellhole."
You would presume correct. Which
Indeed.
we are on a bit of a time limit on. The distraction I had I set should be going to effect soon. So as lovely as this reunion is, like it don't get me wrong, real tearjerker. We should probably speed things up a bit.
All right.
You just hold on. Why do they say you're part of the Red Fang Legion?
Oh, my boy.
You weren't part of that. You actually kept me away from both sides. Why?
I saw good in you, son. I wanted you to grow up without being so strongly swayed to a side. But I've done work for both sides of this war, and some of it I'm not proud of, and some of it landed me here. But that can all be discussed when we get out of here.
I need to know, did you do those things they said you did?
I've done many things. It's probably best you don't inquire about all of them.
Just one. The massacre.
It was me.
Why?
Well, it was a long time ago, and I had very strong opinions. I regret it, but there's nothing I can do to change it.
Why should I betray my allegiance and help you?
Well, that's up to you, Crunk. Hopefully, some semblance of fondness still remains.
I think I'm gonna turn around with hatchet to my back, and then look over at Kelzu. What was that note? What are you doing here?
I've been. It's a bit difficult to explain, but I've lost a family member recently, and after a few months later I received a note. That note, actually, this note. It's not in his hand anymore. It's in mine.
I grab it, and I wanna read it.
Okay, it's in your hand now.
Okay, I read it. What does it say?
Okay, it says, Kalzu, if you want to learn more about the death of your brother, I can provide you with the details you seek. All you need to do is this. Go to the prison of the Imperial Guard. You have a cover identity as a member of the kitchen staff. Use this cover to sneak into the prison and free the one they fear. I suppose he's the one they fear, being he's in the pit and all.
Well, maybe you should fear me at the moment. And I look over to Kyle. Well, who I don't know his name yet. What about you? Why are you here? Who hired you?
Oh, well, as to the why, I was offered an obscene amount of money, just truly disgusting, and it's like he's smiling while he says this, like he's trying to be suave, but he's like, no, it was an obscene amount. It was just disgusting amounts of money. As to the who, sorry, I'm a professional, and I can't tell you that. I'll just keep the fact that I don't actually know to myself.
Well, first off, what's your name?
You can call me Kyle.
Okay, Kyle. Well, I suggest you go back up right now. Kelzu, you go right behind him. And I hold up my hatchet.
Hold up your hatchet.
Are you trying to keep him here?
I don't know. But I need. I don't know what I need.
I need him
I
to
need you to go.
leave with us. I can't do that because, as I may have mentioned, I feel like I made this clear. I was offered an obscene amount of money to get him out. Like a disgusting amount of money. Like I could live the rest of my life without ever working again amount of money. Are you feeling where I'm coming from? Like I feel like I'm not getting this across.
One question for you. Would you rather have this obscene amount of money or your arms?
I mean, do I have to choose? Can't I have both?
Right now, you
I
have
feel
to
like I can
choose.
have both. Oof. I'm not gonna lie,
as
this is a tough one.
I
as you
think
guys
you.
are bickering,
Okay.
behind you, Hatchet just, you can hear him audibly roll his eyes. And he's just like, ugh, you guys are too slow. And he holds a little emblem. You can't quite make out up to the sky. You don't know where he got it from, but all of a sudden, his eyes kind of glow white, and you see the room is filled with just like a radiant light, and it's completely bright, blinding. And eventually, when it disperses, you see the room seems the same as normal for a few seconds. Then you start to hear the hum of the click of gears turning. As you guys look in the direction of the noise, you see this massive iron door, which Kyle noticed earlier. It's starting to, it's the gears in it are starting to move, and very slowly the metal rods that are barring the door shut retract.
So you had a way out this whole
I
time.
just I look at him and I'm like, wait, that's gonna be our exit?
What? What are you doing? How? Why are you here if you could do that?
Well, this part I can do. The next part is decidedly more difficult.
But that's where we're going. Like that's our exit.
Well, if I believe the two of you will be coming with me. Crunk,
Not the exit I planned for, but
you fool. You do know why they blindfolded you when they brought you in here, right?
Mostly just so we don't know where we are, I thought.
You fools. This is the exit.
Why? Why should I help you?
Well, I suppose it's up to
You
you.
left. You left. I had to live without you. Why should I help you now?
quick question to the DM. How fast do those stone stairs retract?
The stone stairs? Yeah, it took like a good 20 seconds.
Could I run down them before they fully retract?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna just hold on a minute. I'm gonna skip up the stairs to the top, put the key in to whatever it is. Is it like a keyhole that
Yeah.
you turn the? All right. So I'm gonna put the key in, turn it to close the stairs, and then snap it off inside, and run down the stairs.
There's no way I don't notice that. I would definitely try to stop you.
I think he's you're a giant half orc. I think he's probably a bit too swift, and you're a little bit caught up with,
Yeah, you
with
might notice
nostalgia.
it when the stairs start retracting and I'm skipping down real fast.
Listen, Crunk, I know you're upset I left you, but I stayed with you as long as I could, and I couldn't control that they brought me here. But if we get out, I promise I can tell you everything.
Do I notice that the steps are going in now?
Yeah.
I feel like that'd be hard to miss. I get back down. I just as cheerfully and as charmingly as possible say, well, if we're leaving, we should probably do it nowish. Like, yeah, no, let's get, because I don't think we're going that way anymore. Stairs seem to have broken.
Okay, well, I'm gonna be pretty pissed and just grab him by the collar and just shove him against the side of this cylinder.
Who, Hatchet or?
No, Kyle.
Oh,
uh,
I'm just like, easy there, big fella. It was an accident. No one could have predicted this.
Yeah, I have a feeling you were planning that for quite a while.
I guarantee that I was not planning anything of the sort.
I let him go and I look over at that damn opening. All right. Well, I'm gonna keep an eye on you guys. I guess we have no choice.
right.
No, we really don't have a choice. We have like 3 seconds. I suppose we should probably run up those stairs that are going into the wall. I think we should go right now. Right now. Let's go. Let's go right now.
Yeah,
I just start running up the stairs.
I'm not gonna make that.
You're starting to run up the stairs, you
Yeah.
said? As you start to run up the stairs, you notice about halfway up that they're retracting far too quickly. You will very soon, before you reach the top, be without ground beneath your feet.
I'm gonna be ready to catch him for sure.
I'm just looking at Hatchet, kind of motioning towards the exit, like, can we
he rolls his
like
eyes at
let
you
them
like
goof around? Let's go.
yeah he stands up and starts walking.
Okay, I'm gonna go for Kelzu for when he falls because
Kelzu,
Yeah, I mean, I'll try to turn around and run back down.
make a dex save for
It's,
me.
it's well past too late for that.
15.
15. All right. You managed to get to a low enough point where you can jump off with, you're like pro rock climber right now. Tiny footholds, but you managed to get to a
Rock
point
now.
where you can drop down, grab onto the stair, and then drop down to the ground without taking any damage. But yeah, so you two see Kyle and Hatchet walking towards this door, and it opens up.
Well,
Scraping. Yeah, you hear the scraping of metal against stone as the doors swing open slowly but surely, and in front of you is a long and dimly lit hallway.
you might want to stick behind me.
yes, I think we'll be all right.
Are you offering to be the meat shield? Because I'm okay with that.
No, no, little guy, you go first.
You want me?
Kills
You
you.
want me? You want me to
Kills
go
you.
first?
Stay behind me.
No, you want me to stay behind you. Are you sure? You just told me to go first.
I told you to stay behind me.
No,
Kyle,
stay behind you. Okay.
you go
No,
first.
okay. So I'm gonna be behind you, and then that gentleman, Kyle. Kyle, is it? Kyle? Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
it's
yes.
Kyle.
Yeah,
At least it's Kyle
he'll-
to you.
Okay, Kyle to me. I guess you're gonna lead, and then okay, yeah, I've got all this. Let's get to it.
I turned to Hatchet and I'm like, okay, obviously you know the directions. So, well, they're deciding that I'm leading. Terrible idea, by the way. Since you actually
Well, I
know
mean, you
where
also
we're
have
going,
Hatchet.
yeah, that's who I'm talking to. I'm talking to Hatchet. I'm like, since you seem to apparently have some idea about where you should be going, how about you take the front, or at the very least, tell us which direction to go, and maybe if you can do another one of those shiny, bright, whatever thing you did, and just give us some light, because I can't see dick in the dark.
Unfortunately, the powers that be cannot help me anymore. That's the most I can do in that situation.
That was strictly a one-time thing, then, huh?
Do I recognize what he did? Have I seen him do that before?
No, you haven't seen him do it before, but you do recognize it as some sort of divine power. Not necessarily originating from like him, but you know that he was, not exactly devout, but he used to be, religious. To the point where you never really knew how he fought. He never really fought with you, like seriously.
Just training.
Just training, yeah. It's not beyond the scope of reason that he has some sort of divine influence watching over him.
Okay, I'm gonna look at him. Give me one reason to give up my life for you.
Well, because I gave up mine for you.
I nod. That's enough for me. So I nod yes, basically.
Shall we go? And to answer your question, what was it, Kyle? Names these days. To answer your question, it is in fact, from what I can tell, a straight hallway. So the directions are less than complicated.
Okay. And for the record, my name is Kyle as far as your name is Hatchet. I think we can all just agree on that. So just move along. I feel like everyone will be much happier when we're under the sunshine, and fresh air, and I have my obscene amount of money. That's all I care about. Of course, I need you alive to do that, so...
I'm glad to hear it. Now, shall we go and stop with the needless exposition? Hello again. I hope you enjoyed my story so far. Don't worry, you'll get the rest of the story in due time. I would like to thank you for showing your support. If you like the show, please head on over to iTunes and leave us a review. That would be incredible. You can also check out our social media at @LastNerdsEarth on Twitter and Last Nerds on Earth on Instagram and Facebook. Also, don't forget to check out our Patreon. Head on over to patreon.com/LastNerdsOnEarth. There are some amazing benefits to becoming a patron. You can get a shout out on the show, an NPC named after you. You can play a one-shot with us, or even have your own 4-session campaign with Jack himself. But if it's my talents you're looking for, then send 1 Bitcoin by carrier pigeon. For as little as $1 a month, you can help a dungeon master in need get a microphone that doesn't explode every time he moves the cord. Thank you again for joining us. See you next week.